YouTube, it's your boy, your guy, Godzilla, Illy, back with another gaming review. Yes, as I have said multiple times, I want to do more than just video games. You know, I also want to do tabletop games, and we have another really fun tabletop game for you guys today. Star Wars, the role-playing game. It's a lot like the game we reviewed last time, Dungeons & Dragons, except it takes place, of course, within the Star Wars universe. And to be completely honest, I think I might like this game more than Dungeons & Dragons. There's nothing to do with the layout of the character sheets or the type of stories or anything. I'm just the type of guy that prefers sci-fi over fantasy. I mean, look at me. You know what Godzilla's about. I just prefer sci-fi over fantasy, so that's why I kind of like this game a little more. I also have a kick-ass character who's a soldier and stuff, so that's really dope. But, yeah, I mean, I love this game. I wish I had the opportunity to play it more. Like most tabletop games, you can play it kind of bare bones, with just your sheets, your DM materials, your dice, and your imagination, or you can, get real into it, get all kinds of stuff. You can get maps, you can get miniatures. They sell Star Wars miniatures. There's a Star Wars miniatures game, which we will also be reviewing, by the way. That might even be our next review of Star Wars miniatures. So, you know, check that out. But, yeah, there's a ton of ways to play this. I prefer to play with miniatures when it comes to games like this, personally. The miniatures, I feel like, really help set the tone better. They give you a better idea of what's physically going on in the story. And I really like that. I really like what that literally brings to the table. Also, fun tip for anyone who wants to play this game. Don't give a damn about Star Wars continuity. Write your own stories. That's a fun thing you can do for these DMs. You can write your own quests. But if you're writing your own quest or you're looking at quests online, don't concern yourself with Star Wars continuity. It's just a role-playing game. Do whatever you want. Hell, my friends and I, you know what we fucking do? You know what we fucking do? We'll play a story in, like, the Republic, and then we'll play a story in the Empire the very next quest. It's like, we don't even care. We'll just fucking jump around. We don't give a damn. But you can have so much fun in this game. Let me tell you a great story about this game. This is actually from B3's personal time playing. So it was an intro quest, where you weren't supposed to, like, really have your grounds yet. You were supposed to stop an assassination on Chancellor Valorum, I think was his name. I don't fucking know Star Wars shit. But, it's a no weapons zone. You're actually there to apply for your weapons license. And then, when the assassins get there, you kill them with your weapons, but you're supposed to be forgiven for it because, you saved the Chancellor's life. Well, that's not how B3 decided to play it. B3 has this awesome bounty hunter character. Because, like, B3, in these tabletop role-playing games, B3's never had a character die. In Dungeons & Dragons, his half-elf cleric Spock has never died. It's been almost a decade that motherfucker has been alive. Same thing for his Star Wars role-playing game character, who's been alive for, like, half a decade for real. He's a bounty hunter. He takes things way too seriously. He literally won't even go on a quest with his friends if there's no profit in it. He's betrayed his friends and then, like, done all kinds of stuff just because it's what his character would do. That's another big tip I have for you guys. Get immersed in your character. But also, he didn't use any weapons, rolled perfect 20s on, like, everything, and got so many stat boosts during that damn encounter, it was insane. But yeah, he always seems to just do so well at that game. I don't know, whenever I play with P3, he just kicks ass. And, I'm not trying to suck his dick or anything, but he's pretty good at the game. Steven is the dungeon master, or whatever I guess you would call it in Star Wars. But, we have a good time. We have a good time. I guess what I really have to say is, whether you enjoy this game or not isn't going to be based on, really what type of stories you play or how many materials you have to play with or that, but your experience of this is going to be based on who you play with. If you play with a group that doesn't take it seriously at all and just goofs around and doesn't get the quests done, you might not have fun. But if you also play with a group that takes everything way too seriously and has to do it 100% by the book, you're also not going to have any fun. You need to play with people that are in the in-between. You know, they like to have fun with it, but also they kind of stick to their characters. You know, once again, get immersed in your character. Don't do something if the way your character is written, he or she would not do it. You'll have more fun that way. It'll create more interesting experiences, because if you just do what you would do in every situation, what's the point of creating different characters? You know? But it's a fun game. You can play it bare bones, you can play it with a ton of materials. There are so many different ways to play this game, and I guarantee you'll enjoy it. If you like Star Wars, or if you just like fun sci-fi or role-playing games, then this is the game for you. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. Be sure to submit your fucking intros to us. Don't make them long or anything, right? No more than 5 seconds. Let's say that. No more than 5 seconds. But, yeah, give us your intros. Check out our Patreon and shit. Yeah. And we'll see you all later.